Hi, guys. This is Conversate with Samaya and your host, Samaya. Today, I want to talk on the subject of depression and anxiety in the Black community. Um, it's okay to not be okay. Um, this segment is basically a personal segment to me because I myself suffer from depression and anxiety. So I can relate. I can also, share my point of view of what goes on through someone's mind and how a normal day um, for a person who suffers depression or anxiety, what's their normal, what things to look out for, and basically how to come to terms with your illness and how to better yourself. It's something that, a lot of people, a lot of Christians especially will say that you can pray it away or you can sleep it away. It's something that never goes away. So I'm here to share my story. Because currently, actually, real thing, I am actually going through it as this time at this time. So it's okay to not be okay. Me being a very sociable person, I know a lot of people, I have a lot of friends, I have, support and stuff. And sometimes when you get to that point of anxiety and depression, it comes out of nowhere. Nothing really could trigger it. It just comes out like, hey, I'm here. So the first step is to recognize it. It took me a while to recognize when I was depressed or when I had an anxiety attack. Um, I would just brush it off of, my period is coming or um I'm playing back or something that someone had said to me and now I'm in my feelings about it. No, it just comes out of nowhere. You could be fine, happy, smiling, full of life one day and the next day you're just like, I can't move. I don't feel like getting out my bed. I just feel like crying all day. I don't want to eat. Um I'm real snappy to people that are around me because they're not understanding what I'm going through, or you feel like you're alone and no one is actually there to console you during this time. It's okay to have those running thoughts to your head. Please never let anyone tell you that you are doing too much or that it's all in your head, it's the imagination. Or my best thing, a lot of people used to say to me when I was younger, you'll get over it. No, that is the worst thing you could tell someone who is going through depression or is going through an anxiety attack. Um, it takes a lot of us. It takes out a lot for us to identify that that is what we're going through right now. And it also takes a lot for us to share with people that we have around us, like, hey, and to admit it, saying, hey, I think I'm depressed. I think I need help. Um, I think you know, it's something wrong with me. I just don't feel good. Um, the number one thing that you want to have is a great support system when that time comes around. You never want to have people around you who tell you that they don't have time for what you're going through. They have their own stuff to deal with. What you're going through is not, it doesn't matter to them at the time. Um, the worst thing you could tell someone is, go to sleep or take a pill or something. And the next, when you wake up, you'll feel better. It's not that easy. It's always great to have someone who can sit there and support you. And when I mean by support, it's not saying that, oh, give encouraging words. That's supportive. But the real support that a person who's dealing with depression and anxiety really needs is someone to actually sit with them Sit with them while they are crying. Sit with them while they are getting all those emotion and all those feelings out of their system. Now, true, some things that come out of their mouth may seem hurtful. Some things may not make sense, but that's not for you to determine. That's not for you to correct or try to silence their emotions and feelings. You don't do that, because what you're going to do is they're going to draw away from you and they're going to feel like you don't understand them. And then they start withdrawing from you. And soon they will be out of your life. You're not involved with their life anymore because they don't feel safe with you. They don't feel like you are genuinely there for them. They feel like they are alone in your presence. So you never want to do that for a person that's depressed, that is going through anxiety. Um, Also, we have tons of thoughts going through our head all day, every day. And some of the things make sense, some of them don't. It's okay that it don't. Saying that, that you feel alone, that you're alone, when you might not even be alone. It's okay to have those thoughts. Um, it's just the whole thing of working through them. And you don't want to work. The worst thing to do is to work through them alone, because the process of healing, the process of getting out of it will take longer than expected. The key is to try to get out of that funk, try to get out of that depression, try to get out of that anxiety sooner than later, because if you don't get out of it sooner, then it just draws you in and it gets darker and darker and darker and darker for you, to where the point the person doesn't want to talk. You start talking, you stop doing the things that you love to do, you stop going to work, you stop caring for your children. It's something that should not be taken lightly, but in our community it is taken lightly. When a young Black man or a young Black woman will say, I'm depressed, the first thing people will say, in my experience, is, oh, you need prayer. Oh, you need to do, you need prayer. No, I would say, my advice, if someone comes to you with that set of mind, to be genuine and to console them and said, you know what do you need? I'm here for you. Whether it's, I'm here to listen to you, or whether is it, if they're at that helpless point where they can't do nothing at all and they don't feel like doing anything, to help around the house, make sure they eat, um, make sure they try to stay active than the norm. Those are the things that you can do for a person that is going through that ordeal, and that can help a lot. Ignoring it does not help, it makes it worse. Telling them that their feelings and their emotions are not valid makes it worse. Telling them that, you know, you got things that you're going through, so you don't have time to help them go through their process of what they're going through. It doesn't help. So, you know, my advice from my experiences, it doesn't hurt to take a minute or two to help a person in need. Just like if you see a homeless person on the street and they ask you for $1, it takes a split second for you to go in your pocket and get $1. Just like it takes a split second for a person who comes to you and said, "Hey, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling anxiety." It takes a split, it'll take you a split second to say, "You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it." Or let's go take a walk, or let's go get some coffee. So, do something that that will make them feel just a little bit better. That they like a certain drink, like, "Let me go get you your favorite drink," or "Let me go get you a cupcake," or something. All these things take a split second to do to relieve that pressure that that person has on their heart, to relieve that pressure that that person has on their mind. So just be kind to people that are down. I understand that people have their own things in their own life going on, but as humans, we always have to step back and be there for others. Be selfless and be there for others. Because when you want that to be done for you when it's your turn. I just manifest happiness, love, prosperity, peace in everyone's life who is listening to this broadcast. As a person myself that deals with depression and anxiety, I know it's okay not to be okay. I know it's okay to cry for no apparent reason. You could be crying for no apparent reason. It's okay. It's okay that you don't feel like doing the normal things that you do on a daily basis. It's okay. It's okay that you feel alone. It's okay the thoughts that you're having through your head and the emotions that you're having. It's okay. Just find a person who will support you when you're not okay. It could be a brother, it could be a sister, it could be a mom and dad, it could be a friend, it could be a stranger. Therapy is key. I am an advocate for therapy. If you feel like you don't want family to know your business and you don't want your friends to know your business, then go to therapy. Or you can just talk to someone you don't know. You have outlets of people at work. You might have a person at work at your job who doesn't know your personal business and your personal ins and outs of your life, but they possess the most important thing that you need at that time, and that is a ear to listen, to be very vulnerable with you while you're being vulnerable with them. At times we are told that strangers, stranger danger, you don't tell them all your business. But in the times that we're living in right now, with dealing with COVID, with dealing with people losing their jobs and dying, talking to a stranger can mean so much more than talking to someone that you actually know. So again, I close this broadcast, by leaving with this one last thing. While you're going through the process of depression and anxiety, remember to be kind to yourself and that you will be okay. And please don't allow anyone to make you feel less than what you already feel at that time during depression. It's not okay. Find someone who can support you in the way that you need to be supported. There's someone out there that can. A lot of us look into our spouses and to our significant others. Sometimes they just can't equip with what you have, and that's okay. Just find anyone that can take time to just listen to what you feel and your emotions and what you're going through. And maybe just getting that off your chest alone can be a stress reliever. But also you have a person who is on the outside looking in, giving their perspective and giving you things that you never could thought of on your own, but they have those ideas of things that will help you during that process to get out of it. So again, just be kind to yourself. Don't let anyone make you feel less than what you are. And just stay hopeful and blessed. So, this is the end of my broadcast. You guys have a great, great, great weekend. I will have my next guest. We will be discussing real estate and how the process of being a first time home buyer and what does that mean in the Black community to be a homeowner. So, you guys have a great weekend again, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.